This is the day 2 of the bootcamp series. We want to install bspwm tiling file window manager in a 32-bit PC. If you follow the day 1 video, you should end up with the install the default puppylinux similar to this. Only changes I made is I installed a simple screen recorder to record this on a 32-bit PC, and hopefully that this will be recordable. So we'll see. I also made a little cheat sheet for me, so it'll help understand and also remind me how to proceed. So first thing we want to do is to go ahead and install 3 files they will need, and then we'll get into a puppy package manager. When you first open this up, you should update the packages. So how you do that is you go ahead and click this, and it says to enter, and just follow the instructions. It'll take a couple minutes, and you just with a couple of enter commands. We won't do that again. So looks like I might have just closed the package ppm, so we'll just go ahead and restart it. So the first package we will have to install is bspwm, and enter, and this is the package, but it's already installed. I installed it just before starting this video. So, and a second application we'll need is tint2, because once you get in the different window manager bspwm, you will not have this this taskbar. Similarly, you will also not have this menu. So we'll have to install Rofi, which will do it shortly. So tint2 is already installed and then we will. I did not install Rofi because I wanted to show you how the installation is done. So the computer is running similar program may already be installed, but that's not correct. So we'll go ahead and do that, and then we'll go ahead and alphabetize the sort result, and we'll go all the way down to see if you can find Rofi. And here's Rofi we need. Auto install, and we'll click do it button here and let it install. I had a significant problem with the video editing of this YouTube, so I will not be editing this particular file, and we'll see how it goes. So next test is after we install is to work with templates that's already been installed along with these 3 files. So we'll go ahead and get out of that, and we'll close that. So we'll open up a cheat sheet here, and then minus key and then Control H. So there are templates that's been installed along with the file. So templates have to reside in .config folder. So 3 templates. These template files will have to reside in their own folders. So here is a command that we can follow. So we can cd into root config, and then we're gonna create mk folders, bspwm, sxhkd, and tint2. And you can see this already. I just installed them. And then we'll have to find where this template files are. So you will type these, but I'll have to put in an extra flag because otherwise it's going to try to also search all the saved folders that I have, other saved folders I have in this computer. So xdev, I don't want the save folders to be searched, so iname bspwmrc is one file. I want to know where that is, and it's actually in a folder usr share doc bspwm examples. There it is. And similarly, we'll also sxhkdrc, and actually it's in the same folder here, but obviously different file name. And we'll also find tint2rc, which will be in a completely different folder. Okay, so we have that information. Now what we need is to get those template files into appropriate folders. So first bspwmrc file is here. Don't worry, I'll put all these commands in the description so you don't have to try to memorize them. So, and here's one, and what this basically says is to copy this template into the folders that we created. The second file is here. Third file, which is in a different folder, the command is here. Okay, now we'll take a brief look at see if it's got inserted in the correct place. Tint2, yes. So there's a template. Now we need to get the templates into Geany so we can take a closer look and see what modification we need to make. So this is actually Geany now. So we'll see if you can load up all these 3 templates. And we just did. So these are tint2rc, sxhkd, and then bsp. So these 3 files are being put into Geany. So next time when the bspwm window manager starts, I need to have tint2 also start because we will not have this, right? So and then there's a couple other the widgets that I need. So we'll go ahead and just copy this from my cheat sheet. So this is the auto launch part, and put it in here. So we clean it up a little bit. So what's saying is start tint2, and then also Wi-Fi widget should be started, and also sound widget should be started. And this is the keyboard application that also needs to be started, so the keyboard works. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and save it. So there's a minor bug in geany in some puppylinux. This actually is a underline between N and W CE. So make sure that underline is put in. So that's just a bug in some geany, in some puppylinux. So also the default template wants 10 virtual screens. I usually just only use 5, so we'll make it go down to 5 screens display. So just to quickly demonstrate, we're in display number 1, number 2. There's nothing there. You see, there's nothing there. This JWM default only has 3, so super key 3 has nothing, and we'll go back to super key number 1. It shows we have several windows open. Okay, so and on a default template, if you start a program called GIMP, it wants to put it in virtual screen number 8, which we will not have. We only will have 5. So, but let's say we'll put it in 4. So this is a quick review of how to further modify bspwm RC. So I think we're finished with that. And then this is the keyboard. So next time when we boot into bspwm, default is super, and return key will fire up a terminal emulator. But I'm just used to key of T, super and T, and then LX terminal here. So by key combo super T will launch LX terminal. Similar, but I also want a ROX file manager to start, so we'll just change this to ROX, and then obviously change this to R, so super R will do that. And then I also wanna start Rofi with a control and space bar, so we'll go ahead and copy this over to sxhk and then replace this line. Okay, so Rofi will start with the control space bar. Okay, Tin2 is much easier to configure after we log into bspwm, so we'll just leave that for now. One other final modification we need to make is to tell the computer to boot into bspwm. So that command can be changed from the default to let's see, window manager, etc window manager. That looks about right. Okay, so default is JWM, which is the puppylinux default window manager, but we need bspwm instead. Okay, so we'll go ahead and save that. So altf4. So now we're actually ready to reboot. So on a terminal in Puppy, you can just simply put in reboot. And the next time when after reboots, we should be in bspwm window manager. We'll finish. I think that's it for today. So we'll just finish up.